these food theories are really starting to get out of control, and I'm not sure if my innocent body can be able to handle this much longer. We already just got done completing the psychotic lore of Grubhub, featuring the Jimmy Neutron Marathon, where they conspired and plotted the murder of that one pregnant lady. And now you're telling me that somehow M&Ms also have a disturbing lore themselves. This is getting ridiculous. The only theory I've heard about M&Ms is something about rock stars eating green M&Ms right before, like, the groupies come into the hotel room or something, dude. But I was told that by my 8th grade science teacher, who was kind of a nutball, dude. So I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Food theory, the disturbing lore of M&Ms. Not exactly sure what that even is supposed to mean, dude. But I was confused about the Grubhub as well, so I should just not. Let me just shut up.
Cannibalism week.
Oh, Matthew, what did you say?
Oh my God, it's Cannibalism week. I forgot to buy my outfit.
Cannibalism week.
Go back to sleep. You're having a weird dream.
Cannibalism week.
Dude, shout out Cannibalism.
Hello,
Banger.
Internet. Welcome to Food Theory,
Hey, man.
the show that melts your face, not in your hand. Theorists, it is Cannibalism Week here on all 3 channels.
Hell yeah.
No, seriously, all 3 episodes released within minutes of each other, all with...
Okay, now, when he starts talking about Cannibalism Week and the M&Ms, dude, now it's all starting to make some sense to me.
the theme
Now
of
it's-
cannibalism. Gotta admit, it started as a joke during a production meeting, and then I just said,
You know who's a bunch of cannibals? The mascots for Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those are some cannibals.
why not? And everyone else responded, because cannibalism. But I ignored them and forced this to go through, and now we're here doing 3 episodes all about eating members of your own species. TLDR, I am in a weird mental place. Anyway, for our second ever 3-way collab across
I
our
relate.
channels, after of course our KFC trilogy from earlier this year, I knew that I had to talk about the M&Ms here on Food Theory. After all, the walking, talking M&M Spokescandies have been making jokes towing the line of cannibalism for decades now.
Check out my Halloween costume.
What are you going as?
A cannibal.
Oh,
See what I mean? Funny stuff there, M&Ms, very amusing.
oh.
Dude. Dude, that's the look I be giving her when I'm about to, you know, do my thing. Do the deed.
See what I mean?
That's
Funny stuff
exactly
there,
how I be
M&Ms,
looking
very
at her.
amusing. Oh,
Just
here's
like
another
that.
clip.
I look her dead in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? She's feeling me. She's feeling it. You know what I'm saying? She's in the mood. And I just look at her in her eyes with some intensity, with just the... And I'm telling you, fellas, it gets them going.
Classic.
It gets them going.
You don't eat your own kind, it's unnatural.
Here, give me.
Oh, I like crispy.
Another PG-rated cannibalism joke. Marketing at its finest. M&M's does it again. Let's watch one more, shall we?
And here to help us launch this delicious product is the newest member of our team, the hazelnut spread M&Ms
Mommy.
Spokescandy. Oh my. What?
Wait, for some reason I don't remember this one. You're telling me that they actually ate the new Spokescandy?
You ate the new Spokescandy?
Not all of him.
Well, this went in a direction I
Listen,
didn't
bro.
Spokescandy?
The green M&M, dude. I'm not gonna say it. But we all thinking the same thing, okay? Don't lie, okay? We all The green, you look at the green, we thinking the same thing, okay?
Not all of
Don't
them.
get it
Well,
twisted.
this went in a direction I didn't expect. Like, I thought the M&Ms were cannibals in a jokey, wink, nudge kind of way. Like, oh, look at them, they're eating the candy versions of themselves, haha. But, like, the commercials just come right out and say it here. They ate one of their own kind, definitively. I mean, I figured I'd swoop
Which
in,
color
prove
was it?
M&Ms are cannibals, drop a few Marshall Mathers puns, and then be on my way, but how am I supposed to theorize for an entire episode about something they've outright been putting into their ads for years? I mean, the definition for cannibalism couldn't be any more black and white. It's, quote, the practice of eating the flesh of one's own species. And that's exactly what these candies are doing here. It's not like different types of M&Ms are different species, right? Right? You know, come to think of it, what parts of the M&M Spokescandies are actually flesh? Are any parts of them technically flesh? I mean, we talked about this with the Kool-Aid Man. He's the glass...
I would consider the chocolate to be the flesh. That's what I would consider to be the flesh, you know what I mean? Right, like the candy coating, it's like this, that's like the skin. And then like the chocolate, that's like the flesh. That's like the meat. You know what I'm saying?
picture and not the juice held within. So what are the M&M Spokescandies then?
Dude, my girl over here on the end is an ebony queen.
They actual living creatures, or might it be more like a Toy Story 3 scenario, like when Mr. Potato Head's accessories bring an inanimate tortilla to life? Hold on, let me go watch every single 3D animated M&M's commercial from the last 3 decades real quick. Yep, okay, yep. Whoa, what is going on there? Yeah, you know what? Change of plans, friends. There's
I
just
fully believed he actually watched every single one of them, dude. I fully believe it.
too many questions floating around the M&M Spokescandy universe, and it's high time that somebody got themselves
There's another
some answers.
universe.
So I'll do it. I'm gonna take the case. Get ready to taste justice, friends, because today's food theory is exploring what the M&Ms actually are and whether any of them have actually committed the crime of cannibalism. Yes, this is a real video that you clicked on and are about to watch. And yes, this is my job and I take it very seriously. Serious enough to design
And yes, I'm mentally unstable.
a special event 3-episode crossover all about cannibalism. What is wrong with me? Oh, it has been such a long 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, before we go any further, we need to talk Spokescandy anatomy. Exactly which parts of a Spokescandy...
Hey, I know that. That's that meme that people be doing on Twitter, right? And there's like a funny ass thread. And they at like the bot.
body
And like
are
it's like a court.
and are not flesh. At a glance, it seems like an easy question to answer. The colored M&M area is delicious candy flesh, and then their limbs are made out of some kind of tan, non-chocolate flesh. And finally, their gloves and shoes are clothing. And I agree, those assumptions about Spokescandy anatomy made sense if you've seen certain M&M commercials, like the oddly racist one where a tribal M&M on an island wears...
Whoa.
Seen certain M&M commercials.
The oddly what?
Like the oddly racist one where a tribal M&M on an island wears no shoes or gloves. That right there is proof that those items are removable clothing. And then there's the whole slew of ads in which M&Ms get bites.
That's insane, dude. I've never seen that. He's got a loincloth.
It's proof that those items are...
That is crazy. That is... Dude, imagine that this is the advertisement for the dark chocolate M&Ms.
removable clothing.
Dude, I'm
And
getting
then there's a whole
canceled.
slew of
I'm
ads in
done,
which
bro.
M&Ms get bites taken out of their bodies. Proof that their bodies are in fact edible. But when you watch every M&M commercial in
I'll take a
existence
bite out of
like
her.
I did, you start running into ads that destroy everything that you thought you knew about Spokescandy anatomy. Like this.
I'm not tripping, am I, dude? Listen, bro. Listen, you watch this and tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong.
Like this.
We don't run it back.
Oh, it is
Tell me I'm wrong.
such a cursed image. I don't know whose kink it is to watch anthropomorphized
Mine.
candy undress, but yep, it's there.
Stop
giving us
kink
the
shaming.
unexpected truth that the Spokescandy's shells are removable clothing. And this is actually well established in the commercials. We see it again and again and again and again, and okay, you get the point. This, of course, means that M&Ms aren't really different colors, they just like to dress up in different colored outfits. Their skin, as it were, is actually the layer of milk chocolate under that removable shell armor, which seems pretty reasonable given the fact that M&M Spokescandies refer to themselves as naked whenever they're caught without their shells.
I'm naked.
I mean, I guess kid, whenever they're caught.
Dude, somebody gotta call HR on here, bro. This has gotta be...
without their shells.
Did you see his...
I'm naked.
I mean, I guess I'm a little...
See, bro, look at his face! And you cannot... knew I wasn't the only one! I knew I wasn't the only one!
They're caught without their shells.
I'm naked.
Dude,
I mean,
I'd
I'm
fold just like him,
surprised that
dude.
all this nudity is allowed to air on network television uncensored or whatever, but I guess I can accept it. Anyway, that solves all the questions that we had regarding the Flash, so now we can move along. Holy no! Oh, what the heck? Oh, what is this? Editors, stop the video. We're gonna have to unpack this, because here we've been led to believe that the chocolate is the M&M skin, but in this one commercial, we see one, that the chocolate can be removed as clothing, and two, what the FCC actually cares about pixelating is this. In this French commercial, which is a follow-up to their Australian strip poker commercial, we see that the peanut is the actual nude part of the M&M.
I don't want to show my, peanut.
Theorists, do you understand what we've just uncovered, aside from Yellow's privates? This is proof that the Spokescandy's milk chocolate is also not a part of their core essence, which makes no sense until you look a bit closer and start to see everything line up. We see in numerous commercials that Spokescandies can feel things like heat and pain, but the thing is, they only really seem to feel those sensations with their limbs. Bites are constantly being taken out of the M&M Spokescandies quote-unquote bodies in these commercials, and yet even when they have a huge chunk of chocolate missing from their heads or their butts, they're not especially phased. They continue their chit-chat.
Dude, he got his
They
ass
continue
ate,
walking
literally.
around. They are just so nonchalant about whatever physical pain they're in, or whatever chunk of their body is missing, which leads me to believe whatever physical pain they're in, or whatever chunk...
Whoa! Whoa! Nah, this image is crazy! What? Dude, nah, that's insane, bro! Look at the big old grin on his face, dude. Nah, dude, that's insane.
chunk of their body is missing, which leads me to believe that a chunk of their body isn't missing. Theorists, all of this evidence supports the idea that it isn't just the candy shell that's edible removable clothing. The milk chocolate underneath is edible removable clothing too. And this, of course, leads us to a bigger, potentially terrifying question. What then do these Spokescandy creatures actually look like underneath their clothing? Something like this, perhaps? I promise this isn't just me trying my best to give you all nightmares. We actually have canonical insight into what the insides of M&M Spokescandies look like. Take this commercial where Orange undergoes an operation to change him from crispy M&M to pretzel M&M.
There is no way that you're putting a giant pretzel inside me.
Listen, buddy, I'm not too thrilled to...
That is a crazy statement.
About this either.
And thanks to that operation, we get a glimpse into what's going on inside Orange's body. Human-like bones in his human-like legs, and an actual pretzel embedded inside his shell. This, of course, means that when you take away all the clothing, edible and otherwise, Orange's body looks like this. A series of disconnected limbs and facial features. Perhaps there are some nerve strands connecting them, considering that nerves don't show up on x-rays, but...
That's like the Halloween SpongeBob. He like shaves his head down to his brain.
Not so sure.
And it's just terrifying children across the globe.
Spokescandies are able to move their free-floating eyebrows without problems, so that could very well apply to the rest of their body parts too. But what this means is that yellow, the peanut M&M, looks a little something like this. Blue, the almond M&M, looks similar, and the three milk chocolate Spokescandies of red, brown, and green are the most bizarre of all. So, having established all of that,
I'd like to see what green got underneath.
Of cannibalism. You saw what was left of the hazelnut spread Spokescandy. Nothing but his clothes and a few stray crumbs. They definitely ate him, but was it cannibalism? Because remember, cannibalism is the practice of eating the flesh of one's own species. And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the anatomy of these Spokescandies proves that they are indeed different species. For this proof, we need to look no further than phylogenetics, the study of the evolutionary history and classification of...
Phylogenetics! I took biology one time, and it was online, and I failed. Now you want me to learn about phylogenetics?
different organisms. By
How
considering
about you Philo a job application?
all the known evidence about an organism, scientists are able to place it within a chart that shows its evolutionary lineage. From there, organisms are classified into kingdoms, genuses, species, etc., based on similar traits. How does the real-life
Oh,
study
I
of
know what that
phylogeny
is,
help
okay.
us with our fictitious M&M classification? Yes, well, as we saw in that
non-flashbacks.
earlier commercial.
You don't eat your own kind, it's unnatural.
Here, give me that.
Oh, I like crispy.
The M&Ms see other flavors of M&Ms as not their own kind, implying that they may very well be different species.
Oh
And the
my
clip
God!
in an earlier commercial.
You don't
Look!
eat your own kind, it's unnatural.
He's got the peanuts, he's got the pretzels, he's got the milk. And then they switch.
Give me that.
Oh, I like crispy.
The M&Ms see other flavors of M&Ms as not their own kind, implying that they may very well be different species, and the phylogenetics backs this up. Because our Spokescandies actually have real-life plant material inside of them, thanks to phylogenetics, we know that almonds and peanuts come from different plant species.
Do people eat almond M&Ms? Who voluntarily? How do you look at all of the variety of M&Ms and the one that you choose is almond? I'm actively judging you.
Same with the wheat that's used to make the pretzels. Same with the hazelnut used to make hazelnut spread. These plants are designated as different species in real life. Therefore, our M&M Spokescandies, whose DNA literally includes the DNA of said plants, should be considered a different species as well. And yes, M&M Spokescandies do canonically have DNA.
That would be your positive DNA test right there, I would think.
So what does this mean about our candy cannibals? Well, Blue, the almond M&M, is in the clear. We know he ate the hazelnut spread Spokescandy, but since they're different species,
Which one is he? Oh, he's almond. Okay, that's why I don't care about him.
this can't be considered actual cannibalism. Same goes for the chocolate.
There's a Nutella M&M? When did that come out? Let's pause for a moment here and let's soak this in. Nutella M&Ms? Sounds amazing. Why haven't I ever seen those? Where do I get those, dude? What 7-Eleven got those in stock, bro?
M&M. Hazelnut spread M&Ms have a spread inside the milk chocolate, thereby making it a different species. Brown, also innocent. Across all commercials, she is not
Ebony
once
Queen.
seen eating a non-living M&M. But what about red, yellow, and orange, who are all seen eating their own kind in that commercial starring Kronk? They've got to be guilty,
Shout out
right?
Kronk.
Not necessarily. Remember, this isn't their body, this is. When you strip away the candy coating and the milk chocolate clothes, there's nothing but human-like limbs and facial features. That means that they actually share no common flesh with M&M's candy, a candy made of chocolate in a shell. When he eats a regular old M&M from a bag, these guys are just essentially eating the same material that their clothes are made of. And eating your clothes, certainly weird, but you can't tell me it's cannibalism, and you can't tell me it's unethical. Otherwise, I would eat my hat, and in doing so, create an ethical paradox in your mind.
Matt, you sat here for 12 minutes and 11 seconds dissecting M&M commercials to create lore of them being cannibals and them having a weird genetic makeup. But eating clothes is what's considered weird, right?
Unethical. Otherwise,
That's
I
where
would
you
eat
draw
my
the
hat,
line.
and in doing so, create an ethical paradox in your mind. So there you have it, friends. People may call the M&M Spokescandies cannibals. Heck, they even call themselves cannibals from time to time. But the fact of the matter is, they aren't, and they shouldn't be punished for it. Should they be punished for other stuff? Oh, most certainly. Guys, they killed and ate the hazelnut spread Spokescandy. I mean, just because it technically isn't cannibalism doesn't mean it isn't murderous and depraved. So yeah, send them to prison. Even I'm not gonna defend that sort of behavior. But hey,
Dude, I
that's
need it too,
just
bro. I'm not
a
gonna lie.
theory. One cannibalism theory here on Cannibalism Weekend. Theorists, I hope you enjoyed this sugar-coated cannibalism episode. If you're in the
Dude, what the hell was this, bro? Like, what in the world did I just witness, bro? These food theories are getting out of hand. These food theories are starting to get to a place where I never thought I would get to, dude. I never thought when I was a kid that I would grow up to be a 24-year-old man dissecting Grubhub and M&M cannibal lore, dude. Like, this is really where my life has come to.